The problem is that, and what Morley Robbins found is, he didn't discover this, but he's really the one who's like the whistleblower on this. And what he is really putting out there is that you have to have optimal copper in order for iron to do its job properly. And if you don't have proper levels of copper, then iron gets stored. It gets immobilized and stored in tissues and organs. Well, so what, right? Like what happens? This is basically a process of oxidation in the body. So iron, you can see it like when we go to Sedona, the rock is red because of the iron stores in the earth oxidizing with the air, and it turns red. What color is rust? It's reddish color. That's happening inside of our bodies with this stored iron. It's not a good thing. Iron is good. Stored iron in the body, in the tissues, not good. It promotes all sort of really intense health issues like cardiovascular disease, cancer, even autoimmune issues, obviously fatigue, and just general rapid aging, because literally like our body is rusting. So if you have ever been told that you need iron supplements, I want you to stop what you're doing and go purchase or download the book called Cure Your Fatigue. And this is kind of a play on words by Morley Robbins. The CU is for copper. So cure, C-U-R-E, your fatigue, because it really comes down to copper. And we've been misled and misfed when it comes to this balancing act. So one of the analogies that he uses to kind of drive this point home is that iron is like the vehicle, right? And we need a vehicle in order to carry things. In this case, the red blood cells carrying oxygen to the rest of the body. So we need the vehicle, but the vehicle's not going to move if we don't have fuel in the tank. The fuel in the tank is copper. And if you don't have enough fuel in the tank, you're not going anywhere. So, and there's some other little pieces in this analogy that I won't get into because it's just too deep for this one little segment. But I am begging you, if you are taking any supplements with copper, stop and read this book. It's not just his opinion, it's his accumulation of hundreds and hundreds of clinical studies on copper and iron balance and metabolism in the body. So if you've ever been told that you're iron deficient, you're not. I'm just going to say that. You're not. And it's more of, rather than a deficiency, it's about a dysregulation. Iron is the most common element. It's the most common metal on Earth. It's the most abundant metal. Our Earth is 35% iron. It's not an iron deficiency, I promise you. And plus, so many of our foods are reinforced, are fortified with iron. You're not missing iron. You're lacking the ability to mobilize iron. And so I just putting that out there. Obviously, this book goes into things much deeper. I'm really grateful that I'm figuring this out now. I've known about the balance of minerals and how important it is, but I'm really going to be a stickler from here on out, like making sure that I am not having excess iron in my body. Well, I mean, newsflash, we all have excess iron in our body. It's about mobilizing it, getting rid of it, and making sure that this balancing act is really fluid and optimized. But I recently, about right when we started working with Kaylee, the registered, she's a women's health dietitian. She actually instructed me to switch prenatals because I was taking one with iron, and she was looking at my HTMA analysis, and she was like, "You don't need iron. We need to get your copper levels optimized." So I've known about this, but really this is the shit I've been on lately. So I'll put it in the show notes, the link to this book. Get the physical or listen to the audiobook. I'm listening to the audiobook right now. It is dense, I will say. It is dense with human physiology and biochemistry, but you can handle it.
Well, I think we're going to try to get Dude Guy on the show as
sure.
well, which hopefully he can break it down a little bit better.
And so the supplement that I just want to plug here. I haven't started taking it. It's en route, but it is a copper supplement. It's called Recuperate IQ.
Recuperate.
Nice. Recuperate IQ, and I can put a link to the show notes as well. But he has a line of mineral supplements that you can check out if you like.
Thank you so much for listening.
If you enjoyed that, check out right over here for some more fun clips.
Oh, and you're going to want to subscribe.
Bye.